A day which was meant for political rally and fans citing their favorite star turned into a horrific tragedy with 41 lives lost and more than 60 injured when a surge of fans at actor-turned-politician Vijay's TVK rally in Karur on 27 September spiraled into chaos. Among the victims were toddlers like 2-year-old Guru Vishnu, 4-year-old Sanjeeva, and 8-year-old Saila Krishna, alongside young adults in their 20s, middle-aged residents, and elders in their 50s and 60s. The grieving families all hailed from Karur, but some also came from Dindigal, Erode, Tirupur, and several districts in Salem. In the village of Velu Samepuram, where the rally was held, survivors recount the chaos that unfolded within minutes as the crowd surged uncontrollably. Vijay, of course, announced a compensation of 20 lakhs for families of the deceased and 2 lakhs for the injured, calling the loss irreparable. While Chief Minister M.K. Stalin announced state compensation of rupees 10 lakhs per deceased and 2 lakh for the injured. Now, the autopsy report has revealed some shocking details. Apparently, the deceased died due to the ability or inability to breathe for the 2 or 3 minutes. 25 people died due to the inability to breathe, basically asphyxiation, and more than 10 people died as they were having problems with their ribs, which were broken, and also damage to their internal organs.
Day 3 of the Karur Stampede tragedy, and we are at the spot where that incident happened, and you can still see that the banners, the flags, the footwear, the chapel, all of them are still lying like this at that very spot. If I can tell my camera person to first start by showing you what is on the right hand side. Yesterday we had shown you how these chapels and these footwears were lying like this, and that entire place which has been barricaded by the police taping. You can see how the damage has happened. That has still been kept like this. Today morning, what we've been told, the one-person commission, Aruna Jagadishan, had also visited this place. She spoke to the people nearby to get a sense of what happened there. And as you can see, the damage has still been kept the way it is from the day of the incident.
Now, the entire incident has entered a tense political phase. Police officials say there was no lathi charge during the rally and adequate arrangements were made for the crowd control. The Tamil Nadu Electricity Board confirmed a request by TVK for a temporary power shutdown during Vijay's speech, intended to ensure public safety, but this was then denied. TVK, however, claimed deliberate sabotage, alleging that police actions, power cuts, and mismanagement triggered panic amongst those who had attended the rally. The party's lawyer, Arivalagan, urged the Madras High Court for a CBI-led probe, arguing the incident was politically motivated. The court has, of course, postponed the hearing, leaving families awaiting answers and the investigation ongoing.
High Court of Madras Madurai Bench for seeking a transfer of the case from the town police station of Karur to Central Investigation Team for probe of entire occurrence. It was contended that the incident was solely and motivated by the political party, including DMK and its functionaries. So we made various allegations, and we have enclosed various photos and other reliable documents in our typeset. The matter will be taken up on Friday.
Meanwhile, TVK's second-tier leadership has been booked under multiple provisions of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, including acts endangering life and culpable negligence, but the superstar, Joseph Vijay himself, has not been named in any FIR. Critics question the party's absence from the site in the crucial hours following the tragedy. So, who bears responsibility for the Karur Stampede? Multiple factors emerge, for instance, discrepancies between TVK's claims and police reports regarding crowd mismanagement. The DMK government exercises caution, wary of backlash for targeting a superstar with mass appeal, while TVK points towards conspiracy. Posters condemning Tamilga Vetri Kazhagam, that is TVK chief Vijay, showing him with blood-stained hands, have been put up in Karur by the Tamil Nadu Students Association. My colleague Mohammad Waji brings us yet another report, a report which takes a look at the poster war, as it were.
Posters calling for the arrest of Talapati Vijay have been pasted across places in Karur right now, and we've seen similar posters in various other spots, and this is one such place where we thought we'll show our viewers also. And let me try to Google Lens this entire poster and show it to you what is it actually trying to say, because it's in Tamil, and we will translate it. It says, Tamil Nadu, Vijay, who took the lives of 39 innocent people, escaped. Arrest the political figure as murderer. This has been done by Tamil Nadu Student Union in various spots in the city, in the town, and this poster with the blood in the hand of Vijay by the Students Union of Tamil Nadu has asked for the arrest of Vijay, and they've called him a murderer for killing 39 people according to this particular poster.
Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman met with families of Karur Stampede victims and assured all possible assistance. BJP President Nadda has formed an 8-member NDA delegation to visit Karur.
No time is a bad time for setting proper SOP for public matters, particularly where there will be huge assemblies of people, particularly women, children, all families coming. There is no hesitation. In fact, we are probably rather too late. We should, not just one state, all over the country, we should have a better way of public gathering management.
For more on getting a perspective about how is Karur coping, what is really happening in Karur, let me first go across to my colleague Mohammad Waji. Of Karur coping now with the incident, Waji?
It is day 3 and the city of Karur is still reeling with the aftermath of the Stampede tragedy that took place at the Talapati Vijay's road show at this particular spot. And if I can tell my camera person to just turn around the camera and show you that the remains of that particular night is still lying on the ground even after 3 days. The chappals, the flags, the mufflers are still here, and this is how the people who live in the nearby houses, people who are a part of that day's celebration, people who are a part of that day's stampede are remembering that particular day. And every time they walk out of their house or every time they see from their shop, they see those chappals, they see these footwears on the ground, they see this flags and see these mufflers. So somewhere or the other, this is still on the ground, reminding them of what happened on those 2 days. And I also spoke to the police officer. He has said that they have not removed these chappals and these footwear because it is a part of the investigation. The one-man commission is investigating the matter. So when they give instruction is when they will remove these chappals. Till then, it is going to be like this on the face of the people, and they will come by and see every now and then. And now also you can see why people who are traveling are stopping and seeing the chappals, remembering what happened on that day, and they are moving forward. So this is how it is going to be. This is how it is in Karur as we speak, Sudha.
Vijay, what about medical help? Has Karur government hospital managing, or do we have more medical help from close by districts?
Well, on that fateful night, so a lot of people were injured. Close to 90 to 100 people were taken from here to the nearby hospital. They were taken to the Karur government hospital, the Amaravati hospital, and other private hospitals which are nearby. And we also visited the hospitals. We walked through the corridors of that hospital, seeing the life of those patients, the sufferings of those people who were here. A lot of people having breathing problems. But when we see the medical side of it, a lot of preparations were done. Even if they had shortage of staff or medicines, it were immediately brought in from the nearby villages of Guntur and the other areas, and they made sure that people do not suffer. So if we talk about the arrangements that were there in the medical hospital, they were capable enough to handle the problem that the city was facing, because if we remember, on that night we had got the information of close to 39 people had lost their life, and how close to another 600 of them are still at the hospital, and by the time we came next morning, we got to know that 41 people died. Close to 67 people who are still injured are in the hospital, and we visited those spots. We spoke to the nurses, we spoke to the patients, and they felt that they have been taken good care of. So the hospital was capable enough to handle the crisis, because mostly we see in a town or in a district, when a tragedy of this mass scale happens, it becomes difficult for district hospitals to handle themselves. But in this case, we've seen regular movement of ambulances from the spot, be it medicines, be it the other things that people require with regards to medical help. Everything was present at the site and the hospital.
You've been covering the incident, Waji, since the time it unfolded. Now it's about politics. Has it taken over the grief, Waji?
Well, getting over grief is something that is not easy at all, and if you are here at that spot right now, you can feel that presence. Because what you're seeing in front of you are chappals, you're seeing mufflers, and these chappals will remind you of the fact that how people had to run to save their life. They left everything that they could. The basic footwear that they had to leave that and run, because of the chaos that was there, the sufferings that they were feeling at that point of time. And every time you come to this spot, this is the third or fourth time I'm coming to this spot for reporting, and every time I come here, it makes me go back to the time to think of what could have happened, how catastrophic it could have been at that point of time, or how chaotic it could have been at that point of time, where the chaos made sure that people was first priority was to save themselves. They left everything that they had in their hand. All these chappals, mufflers, flags, all these things were worn by these people when they were here, trying to wave it around to show their support. And all of this was left behind when they went. So the tragedy is right now right in front of their face, and it's still there for the last 3 days. So that way, if you ask me, it is difficult for the people of Karur to cope up with it. But if we look into the other side of it, the politics over it is something that we are seeing is at the top of it. Though the Chief Minister who had come here on that day said that he will not politicize the issue, everyone who had come to Karur made sure that they won't talk politics. But after it is where you're seeing the DMK blaming the TVK because of the permissions that they have sorted for, while the TVK telling that it's the DMK who did not give me proper police facilities. There were no police presence, the lights were shut on. All these allegations were leveled. AIDMK jumping in and saying that DMK has always been like this. Whenever it comes to the opposition rallies, whenever it comes to functions or events that the opposition are conducting, you see that the DMK functionaries do something or the other mischief things. And in this case also, they have given, they have sided with the actor somewhere and saying that though the letter has mentioned that so many people are required or for how long they want permission, it has always been very difficult to get those permissions sorted from the DMK. So you are seeing politics somewhere or the other. But what people don't see is the suffering that the people are having. The families who lost their loved one. We went there, spoke to them. They are still in tears. People in Karur still are talking about this tragedy, still are talking about how 41 people died just because they wanted to see a star. So this is something that they will not be able to forget, and something
like Wajiullah said, this is something that none of them will ever be able to forget. We can discuss about the different aspects, but what about the grief? Vajiullah's report on people who have suffered the loss of a dear one.
We've come here at the Emur village in Karur district to meet the family members of those who lost their loved ones at the stampede that took 41 lives. It was a rally of superstar actor Talapati Vijay, and these family members had also come there to see the actor. If you can tell us, என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு sir ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
அங்கே என்னாச்சுன்னு என்ன தெரியாம சார். காலையில் பசங்க வீட்டில் பசங்க பையன் ஃபோன் பண்ணேன். முடி வெட்டலான்னு ஒரு 200 காசு கேட்டேன். நான் வேலைக்கு போயிட்டுண்டா தம்பி, மத்தியானம் வந்து தரோம்டா அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன். சொன்னதுக்கு இப்போ கொடுத்த பல மத்தியானம் கொடுத்து என்ன பண்ணுறது அப்படிங்க. அப்புறம் வந்து சரி அங்கே வர காசு வண்டி எடுத்து வர சொன்னேன். அப்புறம் வேண்டாம் மேடம் நான் மத்தியானம் வந்துடுறேன்டா அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன். சொல்லிட்டு சரின்ட்டு எங்கள் அம்மா பேசுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஃபோனை கொடுத்தியா. வீட்டில் வந்துட்டு என்னதுண்ணா இது மாதிரி மீட்டிங் கூப்பிட்றாங்க, நான் போயிட்டு வரட்டா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா. என்ன தெரியும் என்ன அப்படியே போயிட்டு வாங்க, என்ன இப்போ அப்படி என்ன பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு என்ன சரி என்ன பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு விட்டுட்டு அப்புறம் சரி போனாலும் போயிருக்க மாட்டேன்னு நான் நம்பி வந்தேன். இங்கே வந்து பார்த்து வீட்டில் வந்து பார்த்து ஆளக்காரன் கேட்டால் மீட்டிங் போயிட்டுனாங்க. சரின்ட்டு ஒரு வேலை கூப்பிட்டு ஒரு ஆள் கூப்பிட்டாங்க. போயிட்டு அங்கே போய் இருந்ததுக்கு பையன் பெரிய ஃபோன் பண்ணி அம்மா எங்கப்பா என்ன மீட்டிங் போயிடுச்சுப்பா என்ன மீட்டிங்கில் 108 நிறையா போகுது, அம்மாட்ட 108 நிறையா போகுதுப்பா அப்படின்னாங்க. சரின்ட்டு இப்போ சின்ன பையனுக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணப்பா, அப்பா கேளப்பானியா சின்ன பையனுக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணி கேட்டதுக்கு அம்மா உள்ளதான் இருக்குதுப்பா அப்படின்னியா. அவன் அண்ணன் கேட்கறான்டா, சரி என்னடா சொல்கிறான் அப்படின்னா, இங்கே தான் இருக்கு அங்கே உள்ளதான் உட்காந்துருக்காங்க, நான் வெளியே இருக்கிறேன்ப்பா அப்படின்னியா.
Someone is answerable for those tears. Someone stand up for those tears. Let me go across to the experts. Kalyan Raman, senior leader from the BJP in Tamil Nadu. S.S. Sriram, political analyst from Tamil Nadu. And advocate C. Rajasekharan, political analyst and president, Voice of Tamil Nadu. Warm welcome to all of you. Many thanks that you make the time to join my broadcast. That last frame, Sriram, is going to haunt all of us for many years. The helplessness, the complete unnecessary death of it. You know, someone needs to stand up. Sriram, I will talk about the politics. The top cop says that there was no lathi charge. TVK wrote a letter saying, you know, please switch off the electricity for some time, which was denied. Then TVK says sabotage. The electricity was switched off. Now, in all this, I think somewhere, as the people of Tamil Nadu, we need to stand up and take a position. What is going on, Sriram?
Absolutely. In fact, the people of Tamil Nadu should now realize that they shouldn't be taken for granted is the first thing that they should first realize. Going behind these, these kind of rallies where there is no safety for their lives. Here, the government and the TM and the TVK both were definitely squarely to be blamed. One, the government for giving a location which cannot have more than 10,000 people, and TVK for Vijay to address the crowd at 7 instead of 12, making all these children, women, men hang around in the hot sun from 9 in the morning till 7 p.m. shows scattering values or respect for people who love him, people who like him, people who have just come to see him. He must have had that basic humane in him for him not to make them wait so long. While I understand that the first meeting should have been at Namakkal at 8:45, which is what it was decided upon, and the gentleman leaving Chennai at 8:45 shows the kind of respect or taking it for granted attitude on the people of Tamil Nadu. Now, this is exactly what the people should realize, that unless they are valued, unless they are cared, they should not go like this herds here and waiting to have a glimpse of this person. Now, TVK on its part, they should have known whether that location can take beyond beyond a certain amount of people. And if that is where they have gone wrong, they do not have a sort of a emergency issues that they can handle. They don't seem to have had any plans whatsoever for any sort of a mishap. It is just taking things for granted, hoping nothing will happen, and that is where they paid the price off. As you rightly pointed out, Sudhaji, today the tears of those who lost, those lives who have lost, feeling really heartbreaking, and it is an eye-opener for the rest of the people in the years to come to be careful about themselves, because the government in the day is not going to be helpful to the people of Tamil Nadu. That's how it is. I mean, the government cannot wash its hands away and say it is the problem of TVK. It is the problem of the government, which
Yeah.
should have ensured, no matter whichever party is having its the rallies, it is the government on the day's duty to save every citizen
Absolutely,
of its state,
Sriram.
and they failed miserably.
Yes, and they failed miserably, says Sriram. Rajasekaran, let me come to you. Look at this, Rajasekaran. They say TVK gave us 3, bus stand and near lighthouse and farmers market. Then we said, you do it here. Right? And now in hindsight, we are saying, oh, it was so crowded. Why did it happen there? Somewhere the police should have also warned that, sir, this will become, you cannot do things in hindsight. Also the switching off of the light, whether the lathi charge, I have seen some still pictures, but I cannot vouch for it. Somewhere, if Vijay, I think, was the first one, I think I'm going to stick my neck out. I've stuck my neck out since the night of Saturday. It is the organizers. What happened to his cadre who were waiting in Karur when he was happily coming late in a very fashionable fashion, not to tell him, not to tell their leader that, sir, the situation is very bad here. But see, Rajasekaran, don't you think the government of the day is running away from taking onus, because the top cop has said, we've given enough police, everything was proper, what can we do? That is where the situation is today.
Good evening, Sudha.
Hi.
See, for the last, since Saturday, we have been watching you and your channel reporting from ground, and your reporter Waji is doing a great job, and you are doing a wonderful job in presenting the truth. That is very important. I think I must give it to you for speaking the truth to the people of this country and all over the world. Fact of the matter is, I would blame this DMK government squarely, saying that they have not acted. See, the place which the permission was given to conduct this rally, the meeting, is a 80 feet broad road with a median in between. And the 3 days before, ADMK General Secretary Edapadi Palanichami had conducted a same rally like this, and it was peacefully done, and it was over. The same location was suggested. It was the TVK organizers and Vijay, this one John Arekasamy, one strategist, Adhav Arjuna, and Bushi Anand Nirmal Kumar. 4 people are out to be arrested immediately. The police have failed. The Tamil Nadu police have failed to act immediately. They had physically gone there, inspected the spot, and accepted. They should have anticipated all this. Instead of coming at 8:45, the leader, the actor, the so-called superstar, has the audacity to start from 8:45. We have spoken enough about all this. Now, 41 precious human life. Is anybody bothered? Giving 20 lakhs and 10 lakhs is sufficient? Your value for human life is just 30 lakhs? What is this? Where we are heading? And this cult worship and this madness and the frenzy, idiotic, stupid, moronic crowd and this youngsters are out to be blamed. And I don't say they deserve it. It is the stupidness of their attitude and their following towards an actor who was out to be seen as an actor alone. See, when Allu Arjun's movie was released, when there was a stampede,
Right.
he was arrested immediately. I am not questioning whether you are, but the organizer, because Vijay is sitting in a glass house,
Yes.
he'll be briefed by these people.
Yes.
And whatever they have seen or they have understood, they would have reported.
Absolutely.
Why this Tamil Nadu police and Tamil Nadu government is not acting?
Exactly.
Where are they keeping silent?
Very,
Why
very
they are
good.
keeping silent?
Very
Is
pertinent
it
point
Is
by...
it a fixed match?
Yes.
Is it a fixed match?
Fixed match.
What is this?
Very
Human
well
life.
said. Where
human
this,
life.
yeah,
Arrest
absolutely.
the culprits.
Yeah.
Make them understand it is a crime.
It's a
They are
crime.
culpable of this offense. They are culpable of killing 41 human lives. That should be the message sent to these kind of political parties. Be it any political party, be it DMK, ADMK, BJP, Congress, VCK, Communist, any party. The organizers who are on the
All
field,
right.
who have taken the stock of all these things
me-
and reported to Vijay. I'm not trying to
Okay.
blow it out of proportion, and I don't
All
want to
right.
score brownie points by saying arrest Vijay.
All right.
That sounds bizarre. That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask that.
All right.
But arrest the people. Yeah, they are culpable of committing
Now, some
a
of them
murder.
have been taking, some of them have been booked, like Busi Anand, etc. But Kalyan Raman, sir.
Putting him on papers is not sufficient, Sudha.
Okay.
Please understand.
Right.
They have to be very strict. If I had committed a crime like this, Kalyan Raman commits it, will they be huge spectators? Tamil Nadu police and the government?
Exactly.
They would have within
I don't know
20
why
minutes
the
they would have picked me up.
why the police is taking its own sweet time, although
Yes,
it is
yes,
kind of
absolutely.
deflecting whatever TVK has alleged. Kalyan Raman, sir, I want to ask you, one of the things which also is very intriguing is that, I mean, I do not know, I'm not a lawyer, but then Mr. Vijay's name is not even there in the FIR. Most of the people who died of asphyxiation, sir. They could not breathe. Can you imagine what a horrific death that is? The politics which is being played on it, that can happen on one side, Kalyan Ram, sir. I am talking from the human point of view. This actor who arrives 6 hours late, does not care, only throws bottle of water at the people. Meanwhile, DMK government says, you know, we did whatever is possible. This is kind of, I think, shamelessness, Kalyan Raman, sir.
Sudha,
Yes, sir.
grief is not unknown to me. I have seen 11 of my people dying in front of my eyes in a bomb blast in RSS office in 1993, August 8. I have seen my friends dying by targeted killing by Islamic fundamentalists. Vellayapan, Suresh, Ramesh, Arvind Reddy. All these people are known to me personally. Through targeted killing, they were all killed. So, grief is very much known to me. We all know how every family will feel about what they will undergo, whether it is a child or an elderly person who is making an earning for a family. Having said that, let me tell you that nobody would want to play politics with such a dastardly situation, but for what had happened in the Karur situation. Let me tell you, by 8:47 on Twitter, 3 journalists of Tamil Nadu who sit in, some of them sitting in Delhi, they put up a letter of TVK saying that they sought permission only for 10,000 people, whereas the gathering was something around 30,000. What they did not perhaps knew is that politics will be played based on the letter, which was supposed to have been addressed to the chief of the police of the district, that is the superintendent of police. What has been discreetly leaked to these DMK supporting journalists, namely Arvind Gunashekhar, Niranjan, and Lakshmi Subramanian. These 3 were the first to put up these letters, which is addressed to the police, and hence the police was in complicit with the politics being played to begin with. The letter also states, very unfortunately for DMK, that the place that was originally sought for is a tri-junction. The roads are pretty wide, which can easily accommodate 50,000 people. Not the numbers were only about 27,000 as per the information available. And hardly there is about 125 to 130 policemen manning the show, as against the claim of 500 people having been sent. I couldn't see not a single female police constable or police official being there. What does it mean? They wanted such a situation to unfold. They wanted that disgusting situation to happen.
Very
That
serious
horror-
allegation. You are saying they
Yes,
were complicit in it.
Yes.
Kalyan
yes,
Raman, sir.
Yes, I'm saying it because I knew what it is all about. I knew Karur. I have traveled very, very widely across the state. A tri-junction which can accommodate 50,000 people easily was omitted by the police department. They simply asked them, if you want, you just go to a narrow lane Rajshekhar said that it is 80 feet. It is not 80 feet. It is just a 60 feet road. 60 feet road, just a road, nothing more, nothing less. No tri junction.
Why did TVK? Why did TVK accept it? Where are they? Where are their brains? Gone to graze?
Please understand from the TVK point of view. I am not a spokesperson of TVK, but then as a political activist, let me tell you that each one of us want to exhibit our crowd. Each one of us want to show of strength. We want to exhibit show of strength. Given the situation at the fag end of it all, on 23rd the permission was sought. They have measured the area. They have identified 3 acres of land to protect people, but then they were denied. Having been denied, they were sent to a relatively small area. And the police department very much aware that the crowd consists of children, young boys, women. The police are pretty well aware that there is going to be a cascading effect. Okay. Now, if he had started, he had given a timing of something like 8:45 at Namakkal. But then he started from Chennai by 8:45 only.
All right.
Given the fact it will take at least 4-5 hours for him to reach.
Are you saying the police knew about it and didn't do anything?
Apparently, they will know about it. The police department has deployed over 16,000 people on intelligence activity in Tamil Nadu. Believe me, 10% of the police forces deployed for intelligence activity in Tamil Nadu. So, they pretty well knew.
Sir, Rajsekharan sir wants to come in, sir. Just a minute. Yeah.
Sudha, whatever Mr. Kalyan Raman is saying, it's all retrospective, hypothetical situations. Say, this would have happened, that would have happened, this might have happened, that should have. These all stories and WhatsApp universities messages. He is trying to put it on record. Straight away, I'm asking one question. See, if you conduct a rally, he'll be aware of it. I'm also aware of it. When we conduct a rally, before 10-15 days, we will go give a letter in the local SP, and he will give us some locations, and we will inspect it on behalf of the leader and because I have been in 2-3 political parties, and I was the founder member of Kamal Hassan's Makkal Needhi Mayam, and I have done some 4-5 large rallies. So I know how we function, how the police function, be it ADMK or DMK. Police have a SOP, they have a system in place. You have to follow it, and we.
No, right. Okay, but what happened? I'm running out of time. What happened in this case then, Rajsekharan?
This case, it is the organizer, John Arigasamy, Adav Arjun, Busi Anand, Nirmal Kumar. 4 people are out to be held responsible, and they have to be punished for killing 41 human lives.
Please hold your thought. Sriram. No, ma'am. Yeah, the organizers, they Busi Anand and all of them, they go and, they give the police whatever they want, permission from fire, everything. But what was the police doing? I quite agree with Kalyan Raman, sir. There has been a delay. The police should have, kind of intervened and said, where is your leader? You had permission till 10 o'clock.
No, police had intervened. Sorry to come in. Police had intervened. The local DSP has said, don't go there. The crowd is just.
Why didn't they stop Vijay's vehicle then? Sriram.
The police.
Let Sriram come in, sir.
They didn't listen. They didn't listen to the police. That is the problem. You will come to know very soon.
First of all, the people did not come to see Pusi Anand, Rajasekhar and Nirmal Kumar. The people who had come there to see Vijay. And if Vijay had given a time at 12 p.m., he must make it at 12 p.m. He cannot come in at 7 p.m. and say the blame is on Rajasekhar, Pusi Anand and somebody else. Exactly what was the police doing? When the location can only take 10,000, why did the police allow 30,000 people there? It's a question that they must ask.
But Sriram, they say that Yadapadi, they say...
Police knew everything. And people came to see Vijay, not Pusi Anand and John Pandey.
I agree totally, 100% with Sriram. They were waiting there to see Vijay Anna, Vijay Mama, whatever they call him. The point of the matter is, the police said, when Yadapadi could have done it, why is it that Vijay failed? And my last...
Unruly, immature, indisciplined crowd.
Right.
That is all simple.
No, but
crowd.
Kalyan Raman, also amateur. This Vijay needs to go a very long way. You know, you cannot take a plunge into it and, you know, imagine that you can create magic. I think he has a long way to go, sir.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Sudha.
Right. There is no point in blaming any political party here for the simple reason that the intelligence is expected to know the nature of crowd. For BJP, the crowd will be different. For DMK, the crowd will be different. For TVK, the crowd will be different. It's a simple arithmetic, simple understanding of the composition of the crowd. For TVK, there will be women, children, young boys, etc. There will be less of elderly people. It's a matter of reality. If you don't understand the composition, then don't give permission as well. Why did you give permission in the first place? You could have
The
stopped them from
court
giving
has
permission.
directed.
The permission was
Narendra,
sought
the
as
court
early
has
as
directed.
23rd. You could have
They
said
have
that
gone
we
to
are
the
not
court.
giving you permission because you are not in a position to control the crowd, as it had already happened in some of the other places. They could have easily done it. The police did not do it. They wanted things to happen. They deployed just 150 people, less than 100 people,
No, 500
50
people.
people. My information is
I-
that 127 people on record were deployed.
ADGP,
It is subject to
ADGP, law and
correction.
order on
There was
record.
hardly,
ADGP.
there was hardly any women police in the process. If there were some 19 women died, it is because the women police were not deployed. They were not in a position to
ADGP of the
explain to
state.
them, make them to safe
ADGP of the
places.
state has gone on
Given the
record and said
situation, the
500
women could not be
personnel
protected,
were
children could
deployed.
not be protected. You can always
ADGP of
blame
the
blame
state
it on them.
has
The
gone
crowd
on
could
record.
not even go out to get water for themselves. Of course, the blame will go on to the organizers when they don't offer water and other facilities required for a crowd to be sustained. That they did not do, that the blame will go on them. But why did the police give permission and confine the crowd to a
I think they are
small
all
place?
culpable. They are all in it together. We've lost lives.
Yes,
I
the
don't
blame
care.
goes
The politics
more.
of it can go on and on. I hope even if there is a CBI inquiry, we come to some conclusion and make these people stand up and say we apologize. I am ashamed to do this. This is really, and then for Mr. Vijay to just leave, go there and take a, you know, jet and go back home and emerge out of the house after 48 hours. Is this the Tamil Nadu we belong to? Where the leader is supposed to be your father, mother, brother, everything, a friend. He hides himself. I think it is time that all of us change the complexion of the politics which is there in Tamil Nadu.
I agree.